Um, so a little bit about economic development corporations. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Does this work? Um, there's two types of corporations that the state legislation has allowed. One of them is called Type A. The other one's called the Type B. Um, Type B corporations, economic development corporations, and they're both funded by the economic development sales tax. So throughout the region, a lot of the communities have adopted this half-cent sales tax for Type A or Type B corporations. The Type B corporations are what we call quality of life corporations. Several communities like Brownsville and Harlingen have both a Type A and a Type B. The Type B does parks, projects like arenas, convention centers, that kind of thing. The Type A type of corporations do mostly what we call primary job creators. So that is more of the manufacturing, logistics, industrial sectors. But in Edinburg, because the voters chose to do this several years ago, we are a Type A corporation that can also do Type B projects. The only EDC in the state that can do that. So a little bit of knowledge and background for y'all. My board is a 7-member board. It includes Ronnie Rivera, Richard Gonzalez, Mark Moran, who some of you may know because he's a broker also, Sandra Lanise, Veronica Gonzalez, who used to be our state rep, Greg Vasquez is also another broker or an agent, and David Salazar. So I've got a couple of real estate guys, I've got a couple of attorneys on my board, and so a lot of people with a lot of background and knowledge on what's going on in the whole world, especially in our region. Aside from that, I have a great staff. Right now, I have 4 ladies who help me through the day-to-day. 2 of them are here, Jackie and Letty. Letty's our project manager. She handles a lot of the different programs and a lot of the one-on-one with the businesses, whether they're big or small. Jackie does all our marketing and research. Samantha runs the office for the most part, and Dee is the person that keeps me in line. So one of the things that I wanted to share was some of the things that we're working on at Edinburg Economic Development. Of course, we try to do business retention and attraction. Attraction is probably where we spend most of our time, chasing after companies that are going to make a big impact in our community. We also spend a lot of time on workforce development. So what we call BRE is business retention and expansion, recruitment and workforce. Those are the main things that we work on. We do some downtown development. We're working on some downtown development projects. We've done a program that we call FLIP, Facade and Lot Improvement Program. Basically, that is a grant program. Last year we gave $400,000 to 38 businesses that were basically trying to improve their appearance so that aesthetically we can improve the way that the businesses live. This year we are doing it again, round 2, another $400,000 that our board decided to set aside. And we've already chosen actually this year 43 businesses that are participating in the program. Aside from that, we do a lot like very similar to what Victor was talking about, recruitment on the retail side. And then, of course, on the industrial side, we have a 250-acre industrial park. Of that, there's a 77 acres that is privately owned that is still available. And we have another 35 acres or so that the EDC owns that is still available. But other than that, everything's been either sold or developed more recently than not. In Edinburg, we're experiencing a lot of growth, as you all know. Thanks to y'all for selling all those homes and all those lots. And also for those of you who are on the commercial side for selling a lot of the commercial property as well. We have over 108,000 people now in Edinburg. We're the 10th fastest growing city in Texas, the 25th fastest growing with 100,000 or more in the United States, 25th in the United States. That's pretty impressive. As you all know, average price of the homes has been coming up. We're almost at 300,000. Our households continue to grow. in Edinburg. We are the county seats. We are home to UT-RGV. Obviously, that makes a big impact. We have over 4,800 businesses out there. Our regional population is, like Victor was saying, is something that we always brag about. More than the 108,000 people, we're part of 1.4 million people. And that's what makes the difference in how people look at the region. We've had, for 2 years in a row, well over 300 million in construction activity, both residential and commercial. So that was in 2023 and 2024. In 2025, we're on pace to exceed the 300 million as well. So that is just a tremendous growth that's going on. There's well over 5,800 lots that are residential lots that are either under development, in the planning process, or about to be platted. So if you think about 4 people per household and 5,800 lots, that's how much more people we're going to be growing in the near future. And it's nonstop. 3 years ago when I came in, there was about 5,000 lots under development or construction. So it continues. People continue to buy property and then subdivide it and continue to grow. Our larger employers here are really, most of them are either government or healthcare. Healthcare is, as you all know, one of our largest employers in the region. Some say between 30 to 40% of the population of workforce is actually in the healthcare industry here in South Texas. DHR has almost 6,500 people working in Edinburg. UT-RGV has close to 5,300 people. There's about 5,000 people working for the school district. There's 700 people working for U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Another 3,500 for the county. 3,300 for South Texas Health Systems. 1,600 for the city. Maximus is one of our larger employers at 1,400. Tropical Texas, another 1,000. And, the list goes on and on. One of the employers that I'll talk about in just a minute that is going to be on that list in a few years is Zobo. And we'll talk about them. I'm not sure some of you might have some questions about them. Driscoll is one of the newer medical facilities that just opened up last year. They have 600 beds and they have well over 1,000 employees that are going to be on that list as well. So, again, DHR and South Texas Health Systems are 2 of the larger ones. These are not just generators for the community, but for the entire region. These 3 different entities serve the entire region, all of South Texas, and all of northern Mexico. That's where people come in to take care of their healthcare needs. At UT-RGV, enrollment is well over 34,000 students now. It continues to be a medical trailblazer in terms of what's going on with the School of Medicine. The School of Medicine is both in Harlingen and in Edinburg. In Edinburg, it continues to grow. With just bragging on UT-RGV, they continue to grow at a very fast pace. They're working on the old Hager plant building, renovating it, turning it into what they call the Workforce Economy and Research and Community Center. It is supposed to be a place where they're going to be able to do soft landings for foreign companies that are trying to do business in South Texas, incubate new manufacturers, and then obviously help in the workforce development. Of course, football's coming up not too long from now. This is another exciting thing happening in Edinburg. Obviously, the RGV Godos were at the stadium that is now going to be the home to the Vaqueros. And the first game is in late August. So hopefully everybody has already bought their season tickets because they're sold out. And if not, maybe you might know somebody out there that can help you out. Or just like other venues, there'll be some tickets on StubHub or something like that. But Vaquero football has been impacting the entire region. We can tell that it has made a difference in our business in terms of how many people are actually reaching out to us. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of retailers who are interested because of what's happening in Edinburg, because of football, but also just the overall growth of the university. So that's something that we're really excited about. We can talk about that more later. One of the things that we do also have, and some people don't know, is we have an airport with 5,000 square linear foot of runway. That airport is looking at expansion. We have just committed another $500,000 towards investing in taxiways that's going to open up some hangar development. So if you all have some clientele that have deep pockets with private aircraft, they're going to be able to build their hangar in Edinburg and then fly to Edinburg and avoid the congestion in other airports. Aside from that, we also got another $10 million allocated by the state legislature this biennium. So they'll be able to work on extending that runway even longer so that in the future we can have larger aircraft landing there. At North Industrial Park, like I said, we have some land out there that's available. We'd love to talk to you all about it. Bagley Produce, Leachel Produce, Macias Brokerage, or some of the guys that have recently bought property out there. The land values have continued to rise as demand increases. We're happy that St. Martin's has opened up. RGV-CDL is just recently opened up. That's a truck driving school, trying to meet the mass workforce. RGV Tours is a bus company that continues to grow. They are the providers of transportation for UT-Rio athletics. So they're located out there. But like I said, there's about 40 acres, 35 acres that are still available, and we'd love to sell those. And then an additional 70 acres or so that are adjacent to that are also available. To meet the demands of hospitality, we've got the Courtyard by Marriott that's broken ground just recently. 104-room hotel that's will be hopefully constructed by this time next year. It's a local hotel development company that's been around for a while. Vic Hassan, if you all know him, he's the developer, really good friend of ours. But there's still room for more hospitality. So if you guys have some clients who are looking for a piece of land where they can build a next hotel, we can show them that particular piece and obviously help you all out as well.